And Villapan, do you want to say something to the Chennai fans?
In Tamil, in
Anything?
Tamil.
Tamil,
In Tamil, of course.
Yeah.
Thalai Nambidar Kaividappadar.
And what does that mean?
What that means is trust in MS Dhoni.
Tala.
ಸ್ಥಳ ತಲದಾರ್ ಅವನ ನಂಬಿನ ನಿಂಗಲ್ ಪಕ್ಕ ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ the time cup ಕಡಿக்கும்.
Yeah.
So what it
See.
means that Tala is Tala. If you believe in him, we can get that cup back.
Hello and welcome back to SillyPointt. Today we have two people from Chennai and Mumbai who are diehard CSK fans here with us to discuss about CSK. So welcome on board Sanmay and Villappan. How are you today?
Yeah, good. How are you?
Good, thank you. And Sanmay?
Yeah, I'm fine. How are you?
All right, perfect, all good. And we are excited to have you on board and let's see how the flow goes. Chennai Super Kings, of course, one of the most consistent team in the history of the Indian Premier League. Even if we consider that they were out for 2 seasons and they were banned, even then the highest number of IPL final appearances still belongs to them. That is, they have appeared in the finals for 9 times and they were champions for 4 of those times. And of course, under the able leadership of MS Dhoni, the team has performed very well since always, since the inception of IPL. If I start and continue to speak about Chennai Super Kings, I will need a whole day. So let's just move forward and let's stick to the IPL 2022 edition where we have 10 teams and this is the ninth team that we would be reviewing. We'll start with the retentions that they had before the auctions began. Okay, so of course, Captain MS Dhoni and his biggest Pulton, Ravindra Jadeja, were in. Unfortunately, the Chinna Thala wasn't present this time. Suresh Raina and the team will be missing him. But never mind. As we all say, the show must go on. The third guy was Ruturaj Gaikwad, the orange cap holder from the previous season, and Moeen Ali, the surprise package. So, well balanced four, if you see, and they have been very smart and cunning because they, in a way, picked up most of their players from the previous season in the auctions. And considered the age factor, if you are 30 plus, you are already qualified to get into the CSK team. All right, enough of me talking alone. We'll start
No,
with
it's
the
not the age factor. That the experience matters for them. Even when they come back, they say that
absolutely.
they are daddy's army. So they won the champions with no one can easily. They won the championship. They were won almost all the league matches. They just got about 4 league matches in 2019. So it's not about the age, the experience. That's what
The experience.
Dhoni always says.
Yes, absolutely. And I 100% agree with that because every person in the team who was experienced, except for one or two players who have
Mm.
entered as youngsters, has performed. And
Yeah.
it's easy for them to handle pressure compared to the young ones.
Yes.
So that helps a lot in high pressure matches, even in qualifiers, or even when you are struggling to qualify sometimes in the top four. So the experience matters. Very well said. And okay, so let's move on to the IPL auction picks from them. We have divided this picks into three categories. That's the batsmen, bowlers, and all-rounders, of course. So we would like to start with the batsmen in the CSK auctions. I mean the squad. So
Mhm.
Vellapan, do you want to start with the batsmen?
Yeah, the batsman first. I'll start with Gaikwad. So Gaikwad, that's the retention from the must options. He's an orange cap holder, so that's the easy pick for CSK. So that is going to help them in opening batting. That's all the first opening slot for them. And then MS Dhoni, always the captain, and he is the finisher for them for long time for India and CSK. And Robin Uthappa, he got shined in between in the last year. The surprise package was Robin Uthappa. That was Suresh Raina to be. Suresh Raina has not performed in a couple of matches, and Robin Uthappa got the chance and he utilized it and he got it for the base price. Yeah, I believe no
Yes.
one would pick it, but Robin Uthappa, he is also happy. So he was happy when he moved out from KKR to. He was not really happy with the Rajasthan Royals. Once he came back to CSK, he was very happy. Mentally, he was free. He was more gelled as a family with CSK. That's what in a couple of interviews he tells that I was very happy with KKR, and the next team I'm very happy with CSK. Whatever the price tag, I don't mind. If CSK picks me, that's I'm happy. The same for Ambati Raidu. Raidu also is the age factor is there, but Raidu performed well for CSK. Even the last season, he is not consistent, but he performed it well throughout the whenever required. He performed it well, and Devin Conway. So they need a one left-handed start for him. opening slot because they know that they're going to lose Duplessis. They want a different opener for him. So that slot, my choices would be Devin Conway and Rutraj Gatewood is going to open for the CSK. That is the first choice. And the Arin Ishant and Jagadishan, the local boys. So they want to pick the local boys. I don't think they get an opportunity to play this year also. As long as if any one of them not feeling if Devin Conway misses something, that is the only point Arin Ishant can get. But Arin Ishant can bat very well. We have seen him in a lot of TNPL tournaments. He played a long innings and he can hit very quickly. He can smash runs very quickly. Jagadishan is performing very well. Last year, Ranji and this he is not in his good forms, but he is a good player. So he is a backup keeper option. He is a good player. He can open the innings. He can come in mid order. He can stabilize the innings, or else he can come in downside and he can get for some slogs. Jagadishan. And then one player is Senapati, just a surprise package again for CSK. So they got him for a good package. He seems to be a very good lad and he's hitting very hard. So
Mhm.
that's the batters about. So they almost picked up with the right combinations. Four young guys and four experienced persons. So let's see how the combination works for them in the match. I believe they have a very good batting package overall.
They do indeed, as always. Like in every season, you see CSK relies mostly on their batsmen, and the
Yeah.
top order and the middle order usually finishes the match. It's rare that even Dhoni gets a chance to bat
Yes.
throughout. So that's how he plays.
Yeah.
Dhoni is actually the 11th man, but he's only the brain of the game.
Yeah.
He's very well to do if only if he has 10 players to move around. He's a chess
Yeah.
player in a way. Well said. Well said.
Yeah. Yeah. Aditya, like I would like to come in here for a bit.
Mhm.
Like Dhoni on his own, I believe can still win you 2 to 3 matches. I still believe though.
Of course, no
Yeah,
credit
yes,
is taken away from him.
yes, yes. Like if he,
100%.
yes, if a 3 overs, 35, 40 is needed, he can still deliver. He has got it in him, and and a person of nearing 40, right, almost 40.
Mm.
About that, him giving you two match winning performances is enough for you. And he being the brains and giving two match winning performances, that is like cherry on the top.
Of course,
Yeah.
of course. Like having the brain, that's the most important thing. Even if he doesn't deliver physically, I would still say having
Yeah.
him on the field, the way he
Field
reads
is
the game, yeah.
that's
And
perfect.
of course, his wicket keeping skills out of the world. So that's a
Jadeja is doing most of the finishing skills from the last year. He is not taking part much. Jadeja is doing all the finishing part. He is enjoying a lot in the finishing part. So
Yes.
Jadeja has
absolutely.
taken care. Yeah,
He's
he's
done
doing it
so
for the
well.
Indian team and also for CSK. Now he's in his prime form now for the last 2 years.
100%. 100%.
Yeah, that's why
And remember
that's why
the
if you see in previous some seasons also that MSG is just coming out for doing wicket keeping and doing his captaincy part because he has Jadeja or some other person who is coming up and doing it, and MSG's batting comes only when during qualifiers and all. So he saves the best part for qualifiers and finals only. Rest all then you are playing. I will just come when it is required the most. That's Tala's way.
that's actually the best contribution anyone can ever give to your team. Like he doesn't need to perform. Okay, I know, I
And
trust you, I back
yeah,
you, I know you will perform. So done.
and also the thing to remember here is that he took a pay cut this year, and he did not want to be the highest paid retained guy.
Mhm.
So
Yes.
that in itself is a testament to the franchise itself.
Mm.
As a family and as a franchise for all these years, you have one of the India's best cricketer who is himself telling, I for the sake of the team I am taking a pay cut. So
Yeah.
that is tremendous.
Hmm.
Exactly.
Selfless man, 100%. All right, let's move on to the all-rounders. Sanmai, do you want to take them?
Yeah, as I'm not surprised with the amount of all-rounders that Chennai has picked because it's MSG's philosophy every time you see because he likes three-dimensional players who can contribute every form of cricket in some ways. That's why the all-rounders are even dominating batsmen here in the corner. So Moeen Ali is a good pick. He showed us why he's been retained last year because of the traditional number three position goes to Suresh Raina, but last year it was going to Moeen Ali, and he was just told that you should just go and play. Just change the course of the game. 10 ball 28 for 15 ball 44 is that type of innings he was giving, and he was not allowing the momentum to shift to the bowler side when he was having the bat with his hand. And bowling also, he can chip in with two or three overs whenever MSG wants. So he's ready to do it. I feel that during the 2020 Test series, his mini show he showed at Chepauk. That's why he got a bid from CSK. Ravindra Jadeja, what should I tell about him? He's rockstar. I mean, he last year against, I think so, against RCB, it was not CSK versus RCB, it was Jadeja versus RCB. He was doing everything with bat in hand, with bowling and with fielding. He got everything. So Ravindra Jadeja, I don't think so. He will ever leave CSK. He will retire in CSK only, and the current form which he's playing, it's awesome. And I hope that it continues in over the next 2 years, and we get that fifth title. Uh, Dwayne Bravo, we all know he is the champion Bravo. Even if he's not playing, you need some West Indian flavor in your squad or in your team so that the dressing room ka mahol thanda rahe. So, but he's really committed at this age also. That he's most probably picked because of that middle overs in 12 or 14 overs we can use him, and in last death overs also he's primarily the death bowler. So you want
To
to ask
this,
something?
yeah, to this actually, I wanted to add a point. Dhoni trusts Dwayne Bravo so much that when he is playing in the 11, okay, he comes in the 14th over. He bowls 14th, 16th, 18th, and 20th overs. He's only in for that. All right,
Yes.
that's and he delivers. Like his variations are such amazing. He bowls the accurate wide Yorkers. He bowls the middle stump Yorkers, and that gives him wickets. It's very
Last
hard to hit him for runs.
last year IPL also, the crucial over he bowled in between, he just gave 6 runs, and then that's
Six
the
runs.
over
Yes,
Venkatesh
yes,
Iyer and Shubham Gill got pressured and they were
exactly.
about to hit. Yeah. So
Yes.
that's the confident MS Dhoni has with Jain Bravo.
And also to add to this, the best thing about this whole franchise is that even if you have, 2 to 3 bad games, it doesn't affect the captain. He will back you. He knows your capabilities. Like I
Yes.
remember Dwayne Bravo not having a very good season up until that point, but still he
Yeah.
was in the team, and MS knew that this guy will deliver. So
Exactly.
yeah, that is why they are champions actually.
Because if you see, there's a saying that the experienced players come into play when it requires the most. So
Exactly.
that happens with CSK. That's why they invest in experience a lot. Uh, then moving forward, we have Deepak Chahar. Uh, he is in good form. He's currently injured. That is really
Yeah.
unfortunate. I
Not.
am not worried about his injury more, but I am more worried about the price tag that CSK has bought of 14 crores. That's a huge money we have invested on him. But if you see Deepak Chahar, I guess he's new to the Indian team also, so he will take some time to get that workload management. But we will surely miss him in the top six or first 6 overs, because he has constantly delivered in the first six. But because once he gets in the groove, once the ball is swinging, then MSG will use all his 4 overs in the first 8 overs only.
Exactly.
So we will miss him initially. We have to wait and watch when he will come back. Next is Shivam Dubai. Shivam Dubai is a good all-rounder, medium pace all-rounder. I guess in Abu Dhabi, he smashed the CSK ballers all round when Rutra scored 101. So, see, these are some players who give that mini वो झलक बोलते हैं ना, हम लोग दिखाते हैं, and वो लोग franchise बोलते हैं कि okay, तुमने तुम्हारा mini दिखा दिया है, we will buy in the next auction. Some might complain about that ki we shouldn't have gone for Shivam Dubai, but I believe that if CSK have gone for him, then maybe there is some thinking behind it, because we have a reputation that if CSK is going for some player, then some कुछ ना कुछ तो ग्राउंड वर्क करके ही आए हैं वो लोग, इसलिए वो लोग
100%.
गए हैं.
हाँ.
The most exciting player for me is Rajbhadan Hangarkekar. He's an under
Exactly.
19
Yeah.
player. He's had a good under 19 tournament. And off lately in YouTube and all CSK, it's all about Hangarkekar only. So before coming to the show, I saw that a YouTube video that they recently launched about Hangarkekar. So I have a really good feeling that he will play from the word go. And he also said that I also wanted to play for CSK only for one reason is MHD. So and one more thing about Hunger Kicker is he will bring the batting also. So we may not miss Deepak Char that much also in batting department. He's a power hitter.
Yeah,
So really looking forward how Rajbardhan Hunger Kicker performs. The rest all way Pretorius mid Santner is regular in CSK. He has been bombing the bench, but he will be used once the pitch gets slower and slower. Chris Jordan and K Bhagat Barba is one as Velapan said, he can be all rounders surprise package. He said that uh, uh,
For
what
Jagadish.
Jagadish,
Jagadish, yeah.
how he can be a surprise pick, then K Bhagat Verma can be a surprise pick, and Chris Jordan is a good English all rounder. He may have had a mediocre PSL, but the PSL commentators also said that in next month he's playing under MHD. You can see a different Chris Jordan, and uh, and one more reason for Chris Jordan maybe because of death bowling. He to complement Dwayne Bravo.
Right.
If Bravo gets injured or for his workload management, you have to make him sit. Then Chris comes in for his place.
Well, that's a well-rounded all-rounder squad, to be honest. And since we all know, if it's a T20 game, all-rounders win you games.
yeah,
It's not just pure batsmen or pure bowlers. And the list for the all-rounders here goes on, and all of them are quality all-rounders and not just all-rounders. As we also saw a list of all-rounders for the Gujarat Titans, but then that was just a list on paper. If you see, okay, yeah, there are all-rounders. Okay, all-rounder one, two, three,
yeah,
four, five, just numbers and not quality players. But the way you see here, it's amazing.
Quality.
Like the top five, top six picks, and the addition of Rajwardhan Hangarkekar, everything suits the balance.
Yes.
So if at all anyone from the top order gets injured, it's okay. It's still 100% okay because you bat till number 9, number 10, number 11 sometimes. It's that deep, the CSK batting.
Yes.
So happy days for them. Let's move on to the bowlers now. Rajat, your turn.
Uh, yes. So, like before moving on to the bowlers, like I would like to add few things on Hangarkar and Pretorius actually. Like Hangarkar, if you see, even in the auction, there were only even after him performing so well in the under 19 World, there were two teams who were going after him, and you know which two teams. One was obviously CSK, and the second one was MI.
Am I?
Okay, when these two teams go after a player, you know that he is the next superstar.
yes,
And as Sanmay said, we have a very as a not only as a CSK as a franchise, but as an Indian, we all hope that he comes good. Like
Hmm.
that, he would be a brilliant player for national team also. So hopefully he comes good. And also, I would like to mention Pretorius over here. He is doing wonders in South Africa in their domestic league. So, CSK have brought him, and these are the kind of players, who thrive in CSK. I don't know how, but these are the kind of players you might have not heard about much and okay-ish name, but these are the players who change game for them.
yeah,
Pretorius coming in at usually 6 and 7. If someone is injured, he's coming in at 6 and 7. He will also win you matches. So yeah, so he's also a very good buy. Now moving to the bowlers. Yeah, here we have see the first name I would see here is KM Asif. So in the domestic circuit, there have been huge praises for this guy. Whether like you see many interviews and if you follow the domestic circuit, this he has been really good in that part. So I think he may start when we go to the 11 part. We can say it, but I think he's a very good pick for them. Then we have got Tushar Deshpande, the guy who played for Delhi Capitals last year and who is a Mumbai Ranji bowler. So this guy is a speedy customer. He if you look at him, you won't feel that he can bowl those 140 balls, but he hits the deck very hard. Like if you remember, he's kind of a Tim Bresnan kind of a guy.
hmm.
The English bowler Tim Bresnan. So he is also in the same mold and he will give you wickets. So he is also a very good pick. Then there is Tikshana, the I think Lankan
Mikey.
spinner. Lankan
Sri
spinner,
Lankan
yeah.
spinner, mystery spinner,
Yes.
kind of a mystery spinner.
Yeah, exactly, yes. And spinners under CSK, I mean under Dhoni's captainship, you know how they perform. And if Tikshana, if he gets a game, it will be a huge, learning curve for him. Playing under for such a huge franchise, and like playing under MS, and that too being a spinner, you are bound to do good things. So very happy for him. Then there is this guy from New Zealand, Adam Mellen. So I think this is their Josh Hazelwood replacement, maybe. That is what I think, because
Has to be.
Hazelwood, he has to be Josh Hazelwood replacement, because Adam Mill was part of MI squad for around 3 to 4 years now. Okay, but he did not get much playing time in MI. But coming from MI to CSK, both champion teams. I mean, he is striking gold at the moment, Adam Milne. And I see him as a starter. I mean, they don't have a genuine pacer, to be
Pacer,
very
yeah.
honest. Yeah. So he will, for me, he starts. Then we have got two guys in Prashant Solanki and Mukesh Chaudhary. So Prashant Solanki, I've heard a bit. He's also a guy who will comes in at a crucial stage. He's not bogged down by the pressure. So in the domestic circuit also, when I read about him, he is really a CSK kind of a player. And if uh, and it is but obvious that if CSK is picking you, they have seen something in you, that is why they are picking you.
I want to
And
come in
yeah.
here. I would like to come in here. So these four players, Tushar Deshpande, Mahesh Tikshana, Mukesh Chaudhary, and Prashant Solanki. These four players have been CSK's net bowlers last year.
Oh,
So
okay,
they
yeah,
might
yeah,
have
yeah, right.
seen him and they might have told him that you put your name in auction, we are going to pick you. So as you have said, they have seen him. So Prashant Solanki is I have seen him is for he plays for Mumbai in Ranji,
Yes, yes,
and
exactly.
he's a good leg spinner, and he is a friend of mine.
Oh,
Prashant Solanki.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah. When we were kid, we used to play together. But really good to see him in my favorite franchise he playing now.
because
Looking up to him,
you
so
know,
whether he'll play perform or not.
yeah. Prashant Solanki, I knew about him because like I follow the Mumbai Ranji circuit, obviously. But there are talks that this guy is one who is not bogged down by the pressure. He will, even if he's been hit, he will keep on bowling those full lengths.
Hmm.
So he is a good pick, and I think spinners at some moment of time will get a game for CSK. Definitely, all the spinners that they have picked with injuries and with COVID bubbles, they are. We will see few surprise packages this year for sure.
As
Yeah.
always from CSK. That's what you can expect, you know. But again, as you say, CSK is not one of those teams who will give chances to new people. Rather, they would stick to the same squad forever
Yes.
and forever and ever if given a chance. So that's what CSK is all about. That's what
Yeah,
MSD is
like
all about.
it is like, why fix something if it is not broken actually.
Fair point. No need to.
No need to. Yeah, they
So
won't. They won't change the pattern. Even if they win 10 matches, even if they lose 5 matches continuously,
Exactly.
they
Yes.
stick to the team. They say you follow the process, you win. That's what Dhoni says. Follow the process.
right.
Both Dhoni and Fleming say follow the process. We don't have team meetings and all. It will be more like a
Yes.
one-to-one meeting. We don't talk much.
Yeah, actually, I heard Harbhajan Singh. He played for MI for 7 years and almost 5 years for CSK, I guess. Four years for CSK. So he
Close.
used to say that in MI there are 5 to 6 analysts who will be always talking to you, like ball here, ball there. This is our plan. This is the first 6 overs. This is the last 5 overs. And then he said like he went to CSK and it is just a casual team talk. This is your role. You do this. That's it.
That's it.
See, that's
I
what no.
mean,
If they understand that you are experienced, they know what you have to do, and they trust you that you will do
exactly,
the right thing.
Yeah.
That's it.
exactly.
Deliver, finish. Nice, nice, nice. So that's pretty much about the squad. Looks really strong and one of the top contenders to qualify in the top four for sure. As always, like this is a formal statement now. Like all the teams compete in the IPL to play CSK in the qualifiers.
Yeah,
It's a fixed, pure shot statement now,
yeah.
and I believe it will continue this year as well. Only for that one odd season 2020 where everything in this world went wrong. So
And
CSK
CSK
was
went.
Yes,
The
CSK.
problem is they were in more quarantine period compared to others. They were in there for about a month in quarantine. That
Yes,
mentally
yes. I
disturbed them.
mean, 2020 was an insane year. Liverpool won the football title, English Premier League. CSK finished bottom of the table.
Yeah,
Mumbai Indians won in an even year.
yeah,
uh,
Bizarre year.
right. All these points done. Fair. Okay, so I'll give you two a chance. Rajat, I'm sorry. This time around, you are not in the league. So, Willappan and Sanmay, I want both of you to give me your top four picks of overseas players
Mhm.
who would be chosen in the playing 11. Willappan first. Do you want to start?
Yeah. I'll start with
Okay.
Moeen Ali,
Mm-hmm.
Dane Bravo,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'll go with Devon Conway,
Mm-hmm.
and then Adam Mine. These are my four picks for the.
Well, Sanmay, do you have anything else to add?
Yeah, no, my picks are also same. Bravo, Mo Ali, Adam Milne, and Devon Conway. These are most logical picks we can go for. Top
Yeah,
four picks
Mhm.
one pace bowler, two all rounders, and a opening bat. Yeah,
and one opening batsman. Sorted.
yeah. Sorted.
That's what they usually do. Like one of the opening batsmen for them is overseas,
Yeah.
and they would be missing Faf du Plessis. They almost bid him till
Then
like
yeah,
7.25, but then 7.5 was going out of budget, so they had to say
yeah,
goodbye.
Yeah. Actually, here I was listening to, forgot his name. The person who was bidding. So he said they had already had a talk with Fab Duplessis that if the chances are less that they can buy him back. I think
Uh,
they had already told him that if it does go that way, it will be a sweet goodbye.
yes. It's Kasi Viswanathan, CEO, the
Yes, yes,
person.
exactly, exactly.
Kasi
Yes,
Viswanathan.
he was giving one of the interviews. So he said they had already told Fab Duplessis that after a certain price range, they might opt out. They might opt out, and it was all on a very respectful and a friendly manner with that it was done.
of course, like this is something which is not in the hands of CSK because if it was, they wouldn't have let him go.
Yeah, yeah,
And
Exactly.
see, the guy from CSK who leaves CSK goes somewhere else and becomes the captain. You see that?
yeah,
That's the standard CSK has
yeah,
set. And that's the only reason I believe if Faf du Plessis takes the captaincy very well, there might be chances for RCB to at least get into the qualifiers.
yeah.
Chances? Chances?
But yeah, this time, yeah,
Yeah, stay positive. Why not? Like du Plessis, great man. Very good performer for CSK. In the actually, he's only playing the shorter format all across the globe,
yeah.
and he's too good, man. He's too good. Coming back to the near the end. So, what we usually do is we ask for the playing 11 for your
Hmm.
end. Okay. So, Sanmai, why don't you start this time? Because I've been asking him to start almost every time.
Mhm.
What would be your playing 11 into the first match of CSK against KKR?
Okay, so if Ruturaj Gaikwad is not playing, then I will open with Robin Uthappa and Devon Conway will open up the innings.
Mhm.
One down will come. The third player will be Moeen Ali. Fourth will be Ambati Raidu. Fifth Shivam Dubai. Sixth Ravinder Jadeja. Seventh MS Dhoni. Then comes Bravo, Adam Milne, Rajvardhan Hungerkekar, and then either one of KM Asif or Tushar Deshpande.
Looks like a fair team and a very strong team.
Bad
And
team.
like just one more question. Since you said this guy is not available for the first week,
Yes.
Ruturaj, who would go out once he comes back?
Uh, Most probably from the bowling department it will go. From it will be KM Asif only because I would want Robin Uthappa in the playing 11 because of the innings that he has played in the qualifier and final. He can be dependent upon. So
Mhm.
my ideal choice will be I will bring Ruturaj in place of any the last bowler that name.
Right. So you want Raidu and Uthappa to stay anyways.
Yes, I want them to stay.
Amazing. And your turn now, Philippan.
My turn is only one change from his team. The only one change which I do is I'll not give Uthappa the chance of batting. I'll go with Jagadisan to try it out because he's been in the sport for a long time. He's an young chap, so he can shine. So he's just 25, 26, so he can shine. So
Yeah.
right left combination, I'll go with Jagadisan. That's the only one change I'll do apart from this one. Yeah. I'll go with Jagadisan instead of Uthappa
Okay.
because we have given chances to Uthappa. If Raidu
Mhm.
is not fitting, as Raidu is injured, we can bring in Uthappa in between. If Raidu is not doing
True.
much work in the middle for one or three to four matches, and then we can bring in Uthappa. Raidu and Uthappa, we can do a load management with them.
Right.
Basically, we can give chances to Jagadisan because he has been in the team for about more than 5 years now.
Yes.
So
Mhm.
let's try with him.
And
Yeah.
also Jagdish and like this season he hasn't performed that well in Ranji, but like if you see his record for past 3 4 years, he has been
He
a
has performed.
monstrous performance in Ranji. He has
Yeah.
given like tremendous. You would be surprised why he's not towards the Test team more. Like he has given that kind of performances in Ranji.
Yes.
Well, if we can adjust according to the format, it's the best for anyone.
Yes.
And I also remember this guy Badrinath Subramanian Badrinath used to play for CSK, and again I loved him. Like
Yeah,
the way
he's a,
he
the
was.
problem is there was a Fab Four when he was batting. There was Ganguly, Lakshman, Dravid, and
Yes.
Badrinath.
Sachin was there. No
Yes.
one will get chances because he has to fit in between any opponent. He never get chance. He was a top.
Badrinath came in at a very wrong time.
He's not.
Badrinath in today's India's middle order would be set.
Yeah, India's middle order, and you'd surely fit in the test batting lineup.
Exactly,
Yes.
exactly. Yes, came in at. I think that also happened with many players. the
Yeah,
all the wicket keepers from 2007 to 2020, all the wicket keepers came in at a wrong time.
yeah,
Well, if you are performing only as a batsman and you do wicket keeping also, it's okay.
yeah.
But otherwise,
No, no chance for him.
fair
No
point.
chance.
Dhoni,
Also, like
every-
I would like to ask, as you have got two CSK fans over here. So, do you, by any chance, think this is MSD's last IPL?
No, last year itself, when doing in a presentation ceremony, he said he will finish only in Chennai. The IPL,
Yeah.
he'll send off will
Okay.
be in
Okay.
IPL in Chennai. He will play at least one
So,
match and then he will finish the finish of last
okay.
IPL match will
Yeah.
be in.
Yeah.
He will
That
play
that
the
that
last
makes
IPL match
sense.
in Chennai and then he will be in the bench to support the team as a coach or any name you can call it. How
Exactly.
Sachin is
Exactly.
there for Mumbai now. The name you can call it,
Exactly.
any name you can call it for Mumbai, he'll be in. Yeah,
True. True.
well,
Yeah, you see, this is a constant question for all CSK fans that when will MHD retire? When will MHD retire? Honestly speaking, I've been tired of hearing these questions since the last year's finals
yeah,
only. So it's good that MHD told that he said that he plans his retirement in such a way that he will retire in way. And I also personally want him to retire in a full-fledged Chennai crowd because he, as a man, personally deserves
Hmm.
to
Exactly.
bid aid to CSK in front of a good crowd. And why not? He doesn't have to do anything much rather than keeping and thinking about what next has to be the tactics and all. So why not we can enjoy MSG for next couple of years?
Yeah.
Definitely. Also, like speaking that we are on topic of MSD, uh, at the very start of the IPL, I remember everyone had this. Every state had an icon player. Okay, like
Hmm.
Mumbai had Sachin, Punjab had Yuvraj. I guess they had
Yeah.
Yuvraj.
You're right.
Yeah, then RCB had Kumble.
Only
Okay,
Rajasthan and Chennai doesn't have a player. Rajasthan be
exactly.
gone for
Yes.
the Warne
Yeah.
and CSK gone
Yeah,
for the.
and you see a man coming from Ranchi to Chennai and setting up a legacy. That is a story in itself, actually.
Yeah.
Because like I've worked in Chennai for one of my clients. I've worked there for around 6 to 7 months, and the craze for MSD is on a different level. On
Yeah.
a different level. Like
It's to a different
the
level. Yeah.
person used
If you
to
put
come
see
to.
MSD in any one of the candidate for MLA candidate in Chennai, he doesn't need to come. MSD will win for sure.
no competition
Because
at all. One side winner.
exactly, exactly like that. There are very few players who can do that to a Chennai crowd. Because Chennai crowd is a very knowledgeable crowd about cricket. They have they know what they are watching and they know what they expect from a player. And like whatever cricket conversations I had when I was there, you would see the difference from your average block and a Chennai crowd. They actually, they are very invested in cricket. They know what they are saying. And for an outsider to come there and just take over that place, it's tremendous. It's actually tremendous.
100%. Chennai Super Kings, their fans. Actually, I think that's the happiest crowd forever because their team is so good and they perform well. They win for them. At least they qualify. Qualify is like that's not at least. Obviously, that's a tough task. But they make it seem so easy. Like okay, it's just another game and we'll win and we'll go into the qualifiers and we'll move into the finals and we'll see some other team. Okay, okay, I'm not in mood
And
today. I'll let
and
you win.
and and they go into the finals and play Mumbai Indians.
Nah, nah, nah. See, I'm a Mumbai hater. Okay, so if you take out
Yeah,
Mumbai Indians name, no. But I don't know actually when did I start hating Mumbai Indians? I just hate them. Even though I am from Mumbai, okay. Even though I am from Mumbai, I hate Mumbai. From the other day, I went to one of the matches, okay, where KL Rahul scores a century and then Pollard scores 93 out of 31 balls and wins them the game. And I'm the only guy. I'm the only guy in the stadium supporting Punjab. And I had that poo poo thing, poo poo poo. I was just every time KL Rahul hit the boundary, I was like this. I was banging in and I was shouting, and all the Mumbai audience was like quiet, and they were looking at me like, if Punjab win today, you are gone.
No, no, actually the thing is, take any sports, and there will be two teams that will be hated to its core, okay, by the rival fans. And here those two teams are Mumbai and Chennai. Like you see, Mumbai and Chennai have got a huge support as well as they have got a huge, against public also.
No, no, no,
Who
no. I would definitely disagree with that because that's the only team. If it goes and plays anywhere, they will have supporters. See, the other
yeah,
team supporters would exist, but they won't be hating CSK. If you know what
Yeah,
I
yeah,
mean.
true. That is right.
Yeah,
That is right.
that's the case.
So what I feel is MI and CSK fans have a love-hate relationship. Means they will hate each other, but they can't live without each other.
Of
So
course.
I feel the MI fans might have missed us during those 2 years when we were not playing. But that's what I want to keep. I believe and follow because in my home I have two MI fans. MI fans. So during that MI CSK game, the माहौल घर का माहौल ही पूरा गर्मा गर्मी रहता है but at the end of the day of it is like okay it was just a game of ball and bat you win today we win tomorrow and now more than head to head has become who has more championship trophies 5 and 4 so I am still waiting for first
Bye.
let's make it 5 all and then rest all team can win first
But
let's CSK fan make it 5 all.
even if there is this kind of a hatred amongst two fans, but the if you meet the fans, you would see they know that both these teams are champion teams.
yeah,
They actually, I have got many CSK fans. I am a Mumbai Indians fans. I have got many CSK fans who might on the match day they might say, "Arey kya hai ye aise waise." But once the season ends, they are like, "Yeah, this." I remember this in 2020 actually. So like when MI had that stacked team, like a perfect team kind of 11. So I had many CSK fans also. They were like, "Yeah, this was the team. This is kind of a dream team. This is the team that you handpick and build." So there's also that
Yeah.
mutual understanding about two champion teams. Also, there is this joke going on around social media, like eight earlier it was eight, now 10 teams play just for MI and CSK to play the finals.
See, it's
Yeah,
all
yeah.
about the fun the IPL creates. Yeah, you are saying something, Simon.
Yeah, if you see from 2017 till 2021, it's only MI and CSK have won the trophy. So 2017 MI भी like 2017 मैं रख लेता हूँ 2018 तू रख ले फिर CSK बोलता है 1920 तू ही रख ले फिर MI बोलता है 21 तू रख ले so it's more of like वो अक्षय कुमार का एक सीन रहता है ना, एक तेरा दो मेरा, वैसा एक मीम वाला मटेरियल, तो इट्स मोर ऑफ लाइक दैट इज हैपनिंग बिटवीन एमआई एंड सीएसके, एंड आई फील दैट what are the other team doing? Are they just coming? Are they just coming here to just increase the number of matches, or they want to win or not? Maybe we can see this year they
Yes, yes,
challenging
yes.
us this time around, but still want CSK to win and make that 5 all against MI.
See, in a way, we are actually yet to consider Mumbai Indians and review Mumbai Indians team. That would be done this week, of course. But I believe this time around, Mumbai Indians team isn't that strong because they have lost all their players, most of their players, of course. Actually, even if they lose one player, no, it was a star-studded team. Even if one is gone, like Quinton de Kock gone, Hardik Pandya gone, Krunal Pandya gone, so that was like deadly squad, and Trent Bolt gone, of course. So that's a big gun, a big loss. So it will be difficult to replace those guys and make a squad like that again. But that's what the auction was all about. Like it was getting one-sided, so we need to change, we need to make changes, we need to add two new teams so that the competition gets tough. More people get a chance. That was overall the story.
What I would want to add that before going to auction, only two teams, that is MI and CSK, could afford to have that type of team who can build a team for 5 or 6 years, because they have got so much
Exactly.
trophy. Rest all eight the teams have to win a single trophy. So they had to bring on Decock. They had to bring those champion players who can, so
Right.
that they can get one trophy.
Exactly.
And
Right.
thinking about trophy, that one team that always come into my mind is RCB. The fans everywhere say that Isala Cup Namde. So I'm like, okay, you have built a good team. Let's see when your cup comes. But you have to play also like that to win the cup. But I wouldn't be surprised even if keeping these team, MI will qualify for next round or not. They can qualify because they have that support staff to support and take the team to number top four positions.
Actually,
As-
I think we feel that MI is a bit weak this time around because of the team that they previously had, actually.
Hmm.
Because if you
100%.
see, even if you see this team, that is a good team. That is not, you can't say that that is a below average team. But what they had, that was so good that I don't think that 2020 MI would be, anyone can build a team like that. I don't think in the future, because that was just a perfect team. You have, what was it? Rohit Sharma, Quinton de Kock, Ishan Kishan, Surya. Then you had three Pollard,
Yeah,
Pandya.
okay. I want to stop here. As a CSK fan, it's getting too much MI now.
Yeah, too much.
So,
Yeah,
It's
you
not an
have
MI
to make
video,
a
Rajat. It's not an
you
MI
want,
video.
yeah,
yeah,
you
yeah.
want some content left for MI also, I feel. So
Exactly.
let's get back to CSK. There's too
Exactly.
much MI.
Exactly. But yeah, I think CSK this time around, again they will qualify. I am saying they will qualify for the top four. They have the team to qualify for the top four. Chahar's absence might cause a bit of a problem for them initially, but let's see how they cope, because
Yeah.
he is a very key player to them. He gives them runs. He calls those early overs. So losing someone like that for half of your IPL is really
In a way, okay. Go ahead.
no, I was saying like it is
One good thing,
really tough on them
one
also. Like,
But one good thing hit happened that it came well before IPL started,
yeah,
so we
that
can
is
plan
that is right.
accordingly
Plan
and get
accordingly.
our plans sorted out. Had it come in between the IPL, then it would have got a bit difficult for
It's
CSK.
challenging, yes.
So, challenging for CSK. But it's good that ki season ke pehle hi aa gaya. We have still got a week's time to ponder on the Deepak Chahar
Exactly.
issue.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So,
And
you
also,
know,
I
we have
think.
reviewed like
Mhm.
8 teams till now, and this was the ninth team. Out of those 9 teams, we have said that 5 teams at least are worthwhile of qualifying into the top four. And still, we have Mumbai Indians pending, so most likely even they would be a strong enough team to qualify. Out of those 6 teams, only 4 can go through. What do you think our reviews will, like if we have said for a particular team, for example, say we said yes for Rajasthan Royals, we said yes for KKR,
Take
we
care.
said yes for Delhi Capitals, Lucknow Super Giants, now CSK,
CSK.
now CSK. So these 5 teams and Mumbai Indians. Out of these 6, which teams do you think would make it? Or if you are like, if you have been through those teams, or if you are not aware much.
My top four will be Delhi, CSK, RR, KKR.
RR KKR. I like the RR thing, okay, because this time they've made a very strong team.
Very strong team.
Yes,
Surprisingly.
sir.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
based on the Mumbai, why Mumbai left it, Mumbai injuries and Surya Kumar Yadav is not, yeah, not available. So and then they don't have the pace bowling attack what they had the last year. Only Bumrah is there,
Yes.
and they don't have the swinging option of Bolt and Bolt, and the Jofra Archer is out of the season. So that is one challenging season for them. But I would still go for these four. Delhi, CSK. Delhi is for sure. Delhi has a great team.
Delhi is
Absolutely.
Delhi
That
has a
was one of
great
the
team.
best teams that we reviewed till now.
Yeah, Delhi is a
On
great
paper,
team.
at least, yes.
Delhi, CSK, RR, KKR. If there is a
Take
slight chance, I'll remove RR and bring in RCB, but it is a very slight chance.
RCB, yes, yes. All the RCB fans be happy. That's what he said. RCB might qualify. Oh, that
Might
was just
qualify.
qualifying. Okay, no cup. No cup. Did you
No
hear
club.
that?
RCB might qualify for the playoff.
no,
Very slight chance.
very slight. Yes. I have got RCB challenging for the last three spots.
Well, I have Gujarat for the last spot.
Gujarat for the last
Guj,
spot. Surely they picked that. That is
Guj,
not
Guj,
even a team.
Gujarat, SRH, and RCB will be there for fighting it out for the last three.
SRH could be a surprise package if they do well, but it's very rare that they
Very
might
rare.
do the top.
Because
The
it's a team filled
only
with bowlers more than
exactly.
batsmen. There are many bowlers. So I don't
Yes.
know
The
what was
major
their thinking.
major factor for that SRH winning that cup was David Warner, and he is not there. So
Yeah.
I don't think Kane Williamson has it in him to carry that team ahead. David Warner was SRH.
Yes.
Absolutely. The face, the representative of SRH was
Exactly.
David Warner. Even on social media, even on Instagram, you know. Everywhere.
Yeah. So Sanmay,
Uh,
if you could tell your top four for this season.
My top three are fixed. That is CSK, DC, Rajasthan. For fourth spot, I have three teams fighting for it. That is KKR, Lucknow, and Punjab Kings.
Punjab.
These three have built up a good squad, and they also have a good chance of coming into the playoff part.
I would have considered Punjab as well, but the captaincy is again a big question for me because it's Mayank Agarwal, and that would be the only reason I might not consider them into the playoffs. But yes, the team is balanced, quite balanced compared to the all previous seasons at least. See, the way Rajat said, if I'm saying Mumbai as a less qualified team this time, it is because of the previous seasons, and if I say
Yeah.
Punjab is more qualified, it is again because of the previous.
Previous season.
So that would be the case overall. But again, thank you for sharing your time and your insights about this Chennai Super Kings franchise. And Velapan, do you want to say something to the Chennai fans?
In Tamil. In
Anything?
Tamil.
In Tamil, huh?
In Tamil, of course.
Yeah.
Talai Nambinar Kaividappadar.
And what does that mean?
What that means is trust in MS Dhoni.
Tala.
Ah,
Of course, of course. And Shanbhai, anything?
Says Tala Tala that ಅವನ ನಂಬಿನ ನಿಂಗಲ್ ಪಕ್ಕ ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ time cup ಕಡಿಕೆ.
Yeah.
So what it
See,
means that Tala is Tala. If you believe in him, we can get that cup back home.
Wow. And finally, whistle podu.
I can't whistle. I can't
Chennai Super
whistle.
King. Well, I just tried. I can't. So anyway.
yes. I
yeah.
think Aditya, we got our thumbnails for the reels.
Okay, perfect. And again, yes. So just one casual thing which I do in at the end of every video. Please do like, share, and follow SillyPointt for such content on cricket, and we'll continue to entertain you just like this. Thank you,
Yeah.
Sanmai.
I,
Thank you,
I,
Elika.
I just want to add
Yes.
something. I want to take a couple of seconds or 15 seconds from you. I just also want to say that I am also a part of a show known as the Third Man Cricket Show. So do check it out. We have some good cricket content going on there, and so we do regular live shows also from there. So you can come and check our sites. We have on Instagram, Twitter. We are really active. So please do check it out. We'll be really active on this year's IPL also.
Sure thing. I'll also
Yeah.
tag them on our Instagram post. So Third Man Cricket Show it is. Thank you so
Yeah.
much, Sanmai
Thank
and
you.
Yes.
Villappan.
Thanks,
Rajat,
thanks,
I'm
thanks.
not thanking you. You'll be here all the time. So see you in the next video.
Yeah,
Thank you. Thanks, Aditya.
All
Thanks,
right.
Rajat. Thanks, Anmay. Thank
yeah,
you.
yeah,
Thank
yeah.
you.
Bye.
Thank you.
Great, great talking to you all. Great
Bye.
talking to you all.
Absolutely.